Millard has and has expressed. I think one of the things that has made this so real to me is that on most Sunday afternoons in the summertime when the children were young, we would go over to Millard's house, and he had a swimming pool, and we would have what turned into firm meetings, and how we would think about what we were doing, how the rest of our history might unfold. And I look today at the quote children, and they have grown up to be such successful and mature adults. I look at Stephen, I look at Michael, I look at Robert, I look at Allison and Lauren, I look at Kimberly, I look at all of the kids and see that they may have given us a twit here or there, but we were very fortunate in having such talented and wonderful children. I've been married to my wife and life partner for 50 years.
Yeah.
She is as beautiful today as she was when I went to her father when I was all of 19 years old.
Wow.
And I said to my father-in-law to be that I would like to marry his daughter. And he said to me, well, that's fine. It's just a shame that you're not older and more established. And I really couldn't understand that. I was 19, I was a junior in college, I was gonna go to law school. But I understood later exactly what he meant. I tell the story that when he was about to pass away, he needed some decisions to be made. And he said, well, I need to wait for Paul. He's my lawyer, and he's a good boy. And I knew that I had finally made a grade in his eye. When I look out to all of or upon or with all of the people that I work with on a daily basis, I cannot thank you enough for all the support that you give me, and truly all the mentoring that I get from the people that I work with. It is still, except for having to answer client phone calls, still a very great pleasure to come to work challenged by those that know more law than I do, that are excited about the law. And I want to say that when the email went out a couple of, maybe 6 weeks or 8 weeks ago, concerning Millard's official moving from managing partner and turning that over to Jeff, a move that I think is going to be very positive. I sent Millard a note not thanking him for the past. I sent him a note thanking him for the future. And I want to repeat that today. If it were not for his leadership and management in the past, we would not have a future. Now, we all worked together, but having a leader to lead a group from the past into the future is really what you need. So the thanks is, again, not for the past, it's for having positioned us in the future. I will say to you that when we have partners meetings and our table isn't quite as comfortable as it used to be. We used to have space for everybody. Now you have to get there in time for dinner in order to get a space at the table. Our group has, and I think this is ultimately significant and Hopefully it'll remain the same, maybe it won't, but I think it's what speaks very strongly about how we manage ourselves. Our group has never taken a vote on anything. We have managed our firm by consensus, and there have been times when decisions have come a little slower as a consensus has been built. There have been times where a decision may not have been made because a consensus could not be made, and there have been probably 90% of the time or more when consensus has ruled, and when I say 90%, I mean that we have 100% consensus going forward. And that's the way that we have maintained our connection with each other, and that's the way we've maintained the strength that we have with each other. And although we're in different buildings and we may not see each other all the time, I think that we all come to work, at least I hope that we do, knowing that we are there for a purpose which includes serving our clients, certainly serving the public, serving the community, serving charities, and we have tended to serve children in our charitable giving, and also providing for our families and providing for a profession that we can feel proud of. So I'd like to thank everybody that's here tonight for being a part of our dream. Our dream goes on, and hopefully in 40 more years, maybe even 5 or 10, we can have another party like this and thank more people over and over.